I know Call of Duty loves to remake maps, but sometimes certain maps just get spammed at us way too much, to the point that people just get tired of them, no matter how good or bad they are. What is up, everybody? Jimmy or Chaos. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the video. Today, it's all about the maps that everybody's sick of. We're sick and tired of these. We don't want them anymore. Again, some of these maps are actually really good, but they're getting remade way too much. The frequency is way too high. People are starting to get pissed off and burnt out. I know it's not that big a deal. It's a video game and it's pretend maps, but let's have fun with it. Let me know which of these maps you are the most tired of. Drop a like on the video. Thank you for all the comments you guys give me every single day. At number 10. Oh yeah, the video the other day, the ugliest iron sights. The first video got taken down by YouTube. Stupid. And then I re-uploaded it the other day. So if you were one of the ones in the comments saying, I saw this video yesterday, deja vu, you did, but it got taken down. At number 10. Firing Range, and I love this map. It's one of my favorite maps in the original Black Ops. It's an amazing remake from Black Ops 2 in the Forma Studio. Since then, it's been a bit of a fallback map for COD developers, and I think people are getting fatigued. I mean, it's appeared in 5 of the 6 Black Ops games under one name or another, and it's in COD Mobile, and it's most likely coming back in Black Ops 7. No matter how good it is, it's hard not to feel a little burnt out at this point, which is interesting because certain other COD maps never really have that effect on me. Maps like Terminal and Crash, I could play a million times over and never get tired of them, but others, not quite. I think Firing Range is a solid way to start today. It's a really good map, and it's earned its place in COD history, but it is starting to get a little overplayed. At number 9, Shoot House. May have been the map that saved Modern Warfare 2019, but I think novelty has worn off for most of the community. Now, the map is just associated with camo grinders and slide spammers, and frankly, when you remove Shoot House from the context of Modern Warfare 2019, it's not that good. I mean, back when Shoot House was first introduced in the series, it was practically the only fast-paced 6v6 map in Modern Warfare, and people were desperate for something that played more like the original Modern Warfare trilogy. I mean, Shoot House certainly delivered on that front, but now we've got other good remakes in the last couple Modern Warfare games, as well as some other good original maps. Shoot House just doesn't stand out anymore. At the time it was introduced to us, it was the best 6v6 map, hands down. But now that it's coming back in every Modern Warfare game and it has to stand on its own 2 feet next to other maps, kind of feels cheap, kind of feels overly chaotic. I appreciate what the map did for fixing the Modern Warfare gameplay loop. Maybe we retire it now. And number 8, Dome. This is painful. I love Dome back in the original Modern Warfare 3, but I mean, have you ever thought about the sheer number of times it's been remade? Let's see here. It's shown up in 3 of the last 5 mainline COD games, and it's in COD Mobile. And while I absolutely love the map, it's fun in the right lobby, it gets more and more frustrating to play on because of how sweaty the matchmaking has gotten over the years and how many exploits have been discovered both in the gameplay and the map itself with all the new movement mechanics. This isn't meant to be a dig at the Dome map because, again, I have great memories on this map. Classic Modern Warfare 3, but it's been remade so much, and I think it's time that it gets a rest, even though we know it's more than likely going to come back in Modern Warfare 4. At number 7, WMD. I'm not really sure why, but Treyarch has been remaking WMD quite a bit recently. It debuted back in the original Black Ops. It was a fan favorite, but then it was remade in Black Ops 4, Black Ops Cold War, and Black Ops 6. And look, I'm not trying to throw shade at WMD because it's an awesome map from the original Black Ops, but why does this map, out of all the classic Black Ops maps, keep getting remade? And I can't be the only one who thinks this map just doesn't play very well anymore. Back in the classic Black Ops days and Black Ops 4 to an extent, WMD was one of the best large maps in the multiplayer experience because it had good vantage points. I mean, the flanking routes were interesting. There was a lot of verticality in power positions. But the modern COD gameplay formula does not care about power positions or verticality anymore, so WMD doesn't play as well as it used to. Modern COD maps are all about constantly sprinting and diving around every single corner while slide canceling and spamming in the stim shot. WMD requires a bit more methodical thinking, taking your time, which that isn't allowed in Call of Duty anymore in the design or in the gameplay. So later versions, they just don't compare well. Again, I don't know why Treyarch keeps picking this map to be remade, but I doubt we've seen the last of it. At number 6, Raid. This is one of the best maps in Black Ops 2. It's probably one of the best maps in COD history. I still think it's one of Treyarch's best maps ever. That being said, come on. They're getting over-reliant on it to fill space whenever they're looking for a map to remake. Since debuting in Black Ops 2, Raid has returned in every other Black Ops game except Black Ops 6. But it's coming back in a couple months in Black Ops 7, which means it will have appeared in 5 of the 7 Black Ops games overall. That's kind of crazy. The map itself is great, and I'm not knocking it at all, but people are probably getting tired of Treyarch putting Raid wherever it will fit because I think a lot of us just want them to make a new map with a similar style instead of just remaking the same raid over and over. Now we arrive at the top 5. Grind. This is a map that has only been remade a few times, but it's gotten quite a bit of overexposure treatment due to how hard it's been pushed in the games that it was remade, if that makes any sense. It debuted as a DLC map in Black Ops 2, awesome. Then remade as a free DLC map in Black Ops 4, where it got a lot of attention because it was one of the only free DLC maps. Then, it was remade in Black Ops 6. Treyarch used it as a major point of the seasonal marketing, especially with the Ninja Turtles collaboration that was going on at the time. Yeah, Ninja Turtles and Call of Duty. And it led to people getting burnt out on it a lot faster than they otherwise would have. Fun map for sure. But people are tired of seeing it all the time because even though it hasn't been remade that many times in Black Ops history, it's been pushed hard in the games where it showed up. I think it's understandable. People are starting to get tired. At number 4, Hijacked. It's definitely becoming one of Treyarch's go-to remake maps, and since it's also a fast-paced, small, frantic map that people like to sweat on, that's starting to tick some people off. Debuted in Black Ops 2, returned in Black Ops 3, Black Ops Cold War, coming back in Black Ops 7. With how tight and frantic the map can get, people tend to sweat their nuts off no matter what game mode they're playing here, and with how sweaty Black Ops 6 already is, I don't think people are ready for just how sweaty this map is going to be in BO7. This was always a crazy map back in the day, but it was never as sweaty as any of the maps in Black Ops 6, and I think the increase in game pace plus the overexposure of the map itself is going to bother some people. I mean, people will be excited for it to come in Black Ops 7. I've seen quite a few people on X, though, and YouTube saying they are tired of the map, even though it's only been actually remade a few times. It feels like a ton. At number 3, Express. Express yourself. This map debuted in Black Ops 2. It was fun. I never thought of it as one of the best maps in the game, which might be why some people in the community are confused as to why it's been coming back so much over the last few years. It was remade in Cold War for some reason, even though it completely clashed with the 80s setting. It was remade in COD Mobile, and now it's coming back in Black Ops 7. I think it's funny, because a lot of COD players have expressed a desire for different maps to be remade other than the same ones over and over again, which is why a lot of people were excited for Express to come back in Cold War. But now, Express is just becoming one of those maps that gets remade over and over again. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, again, because this was never a top-tier map to begin with. It's decent. It's not amazing. And when a map that's just decent keeps getting the remake treatment instead of other amazing maps that have been left in the COD history dustbin, it's not hard to see why people in the community get pissed off. At number 2, Shipment. Debuted in the original Modern Warfare, 2007. Awesome way to shake things up, right? Smallest map in COD history at the time. Actually remained the smaller 6v6 map in the franchise for over a decade. In fact, it took 11 years for Shipment to get a proper remake, which is kind of wild to think about because now it seems like Shipment gets a remake every 11 months. And what's extra annoying about the modern Shipment remakes is the fact that almost none of them have the OG Shipment layout. And I don't get it. The original Shipment was small, it was frantic, but it was laid out in a very deliberate way that made it balanced. Both sides of the map had advantages and disadvantages, and you never felt like you were getting killed immediately off the spawn, nor did you ever feel like you were spawning into the line of fire. But ever since Modern Warfare 2019 Shipment, those layouts have been gradually getting more frantic and less balanced. You constantly spawn into gunfire on the new shipments, and it's pretty clear that the remakes are designed to get you into combat as quickly as humanly possible with absolutely zero regard for balance or flow. It's just pure chaos, no pun intended, and the community is getting tired of it. Some remakes are better than others, but a general rule of thumb is that if a new version of Shipment comes out and it doesn't have the OG layout, it's not going to be fun. Seriously, just bring back the OG Shipment. If you're going to bring it back every game, bring that one back. What's so hard about it? COD Mobile understood the value of OG Shipment. Why can't the mainline games do it? Shipment has appeared in 5 of the last 10 mainline Call of Duty games, and only one of those remakes used the OG layout. Think about that for a second. Now, number 1, no shocker, Nuketown, the only map to appear in literally every Black Ops game, and I guarantee you we will see it in Black Ops 7. Whether it's this year or early 2026, it's inevitable. Nuketown was a launch map in the original Black Ops. Massive hit with the community. Quick pace, symmetrical design, technical demand on the player. Back in 2010, a map like this had never been seen before. Yeah, we had small maps like Shipment and Rust, but Nuketown was bigger than those two maps while also maintaining a fast pace and some added verticality on both sides of the map. But ever since the original appearance, fans have started to wonder if Treyarch is ever going to let the map rest. It's been remade in every single Black Ops game since the original, plus it's appeared in some of the spin-off games like COD Online and COD Mobile. At this point, there's no way that Nuketown doesn't come back in Black Ops 7 because Treyarch is not going to break that tradition. I wish they would. It doesn't need to be in every single Black Ops game. Definitely doesn't need multiple variants in the same Black Ops game, and certainly not an entire weed-themed variant like it got in Black Ops 6 for some reason. People are sick of Nuketown at this point. It deserved this spot. It did. Let me know one map that everybody hates now that's been spammed so much, and I'll see you guys soon.